The adrenaline, I'm ready to go.
Don't blink, because what you're about to hear may be the biggest twist in the entire 1000 LB Sisters saga. For years, fans have followed Tammy Slaton's roller coaster journey of near-death experiences. Life-changing surgeries, explosive arguments, shocking family betrayals, and the kind of emotional highs and lows that could rival any Hollywood drama. But now, in 2025, Tammy is stepping onto a battlefield that no one expected to fight, that could not only shatter TLC's most profitable franchise, but also redefine her entire legacy. And if the rumors are true, this is not just about health, not just about family, not even about fame. This is about control, power, and a rebellion that could destroy everything TLC has built around her. For years, Tammy has been the unshakable center of 1000 LB Sisters. The ratings, the drama, the headlines, all roads led back to her. But quietly, carefully, almost in secret, Tammy has been plotting something so bold, so reckless, and so unstoppable, that it could make season 7 look like child's play. Fans began whispering when they noticed something strange: Tammy's sudden absence from TLC's glossy promotions. While Amy still posted behind-the-scenes moments and Amanda stirred up her usual online storms, Tammy, silent, almost invisible. And in Hollywood, silence is never just silence. It's a warning. The whispers turned to rumors, and the rumors soon grew too loud to ignore. Industry insiders leaked that Tammy had been in negotiations, serious negotiations for her own independent project. Something far outside of TLC's grip. Could it be a YouTube channel where she speaks to her fans directly, unfiltered and unedited? Could it be a podcast, a sponsorship empire, maybe even her own solo show with a rival streaming giant? No one knew for sure. But one thing was certain: Tammy was no longer playing by TLC's rules, and that terrified the network. Imagine it. Tammy Slaton, raw and real, telling her truth without producers twisting every scene. For years, fans begged to see the real Tammy, the woman behind the meltdowns, the fights, the cliffhangers that always seemed too perfectly timed. If she walks away now, she wouldn't just be leaving TLC. She would be taking millions of devoted viewers with her. And for a network that has turned her pain into profit for nearly a decade, that possibility is the ultimate nightmare. But why? Now, why 2025? The answer is simple and devastating. Tammy has finally had enough. Enough of the manipulative edits that made her look like the villain. Enough of the arguments replayed endlessly to boost ratings. Enough of being reduced to a caricature of failure and defiance. Insiders say Tammy feels robbed of her identity, her dignity, and even her worth. And make no mistake, money plays a huge part in this rebellion. Fans assume reality stars live like millionaires. But the Slatons' salaries are shockingly low compared to the millions TLC rakes in through ads, international licensing, and streaming deals. For Tammy, the realization was brutal. She was the show, but she was earning pennies compared to the empire her suffering built. Why stay shackled when she could take her story, her fans, and her fame and cash in on her own terms? Social media has already exploded with debate. Supporters cry out, "Do it, Tammy. Break free. TLC has used you long enough." Others voice concern, fearing that without TLC's structure, Tammy might spiral back into chaos. But here's the catch: Tammy doesn't seem to care. Those closest to her say she's outgrown the show. What started as an authentic story of survival has mutated into a circus. A carefully engineered soap opera where her worst moments are spotlighted and her triumphs are buried. She's tired of playing the clown. She's ready to be the boss. And here's the part that has TLC shaking. Rumors claim Tammy has already started filming secret content. Footage that may never touch TLC's cameras but could explode online at any moment. Imagine Tammy uploading her own behind-the-scenes truth bombs, exposing the manipulations, showing the tears, the struggles. The victories TLC never aired. That kind of honesty could collapse TLC's carefully crafted empire in a heartbeat. It gets even more shocking. According to whispers from industry insiders, Tammy may have already been approached by rival streaming services, yes, Netflix, Hulu, even Amazon Prime, the offers. A solo documentary, a standalone series. Her story, her way. No edits, no stage drama, just raw truth. If that happens, 1000 LB Sisters doesn't just lose its store, loses its soul. 'Cause as much as Amy's humor entertains, and Amanda's, fiery comebacks ignite drama. The real magnet has always been Tammy. Without her, the machine stalls. The phenomenon dies, and TLC knows it. The stakes have never been higher, because Tammy's rebellion isn't just about her, it's about precedent. If she walks away, what's stopping stars from Sister Wives, a 600 LB life, or 90 Day Fiancé from following her lead? What happens when every exploited reality star realizes they don't need the network anymore, they just need their fans? Tammy could be the spark that burns down the entire house of TLC. Still, this isn't a fairy tale. Freedom comes with a price, and TLC's ironclad contracts are infamous. If Tammy tries to break away, the lawsuits will fly. Fines, threats, smear campaigns. TLC has weapons, and they won't hesitate to use them. Already, reports suggest executives are scrambling to chain Tammy down with new contracts. Sweeter offers promises of creative control. But insiders say Tammy isn't biting. Not this time. 'Cause for the first time in her life, she has something stronger than a paycheck. She has leverage. She has the fans. And that right there is TLC's biggest fear. The same audience that once mocked Tammy, laughed at her failures, and doubted her survival now sees her differently. She's no longer just the stubborn sister, refusing to change. She's the fighter who defied the odds, lost the weight, and clawed her way back from death's door. She's the underdog who made it. And now, those same fans are ready to follow her into battle. If TLC goes to war, they may find themselves fighting not just Tammy, but millions of loyal viewers. Picture the nightmare scenario for TLC. Tammy walks. She launches her own YouTube empire, maybe even a global brand with clothing lines, partnerships, and motivational tours. Fans flock to her in droves. Meanwhile, TLC scrambles to keep the show alive with Amy's struggles, Amanda's drama, and Chris's weight loss journey. But the spark is gone. The ratings sink. Advertisers flee. The network bleeds money. Within a season, maybe two, the show collapses. And Tammy, the woman they once painted as hopeless, becomes the very person who destroys their crown jewel. The irony is brutal. For years, TLC cashed in on Tammy's pain, packaging her misery as entertainment. Now that she's stronger, healthier, and finally in control, the very machine that profited off her downfall may be destroyed by her rise. And perhaps that's the justice Tammy has been waiting for all along. Will Tammy follow through? Will she dare to defy TLC, risk lawsuits, smear campaigns, and endless obstacles to finally own her story? Or will the network find a way to lure her back into the cage, locking her into contracts that steal her freedom once again? Right now, no one knows for sure. But one thing is undeniable. Tammy Slaton has changed. The woman viewers met in season 1 is gone. In her place stands someone sharper, tougher, and more determined than ever. Someone who knows her worth. Someone who understands that the power was never with TLC, it was always with her. And that's why 2025 may be remembered as the year everything changed. The year Tammy Slaton stopped being TLC's puppet and became her own boss. The year 1. Woman's rebellion shook the foundations of an entire industry. Whether 1000 LB Sisters survives or not, one truth remains. Story is no longer TLC's to tell. It's hers. It's ours. And she's finally ready to tell it.